Welcoming you live to our Aerospark studios here in Windhoek. This is Primetime News. Good evening and many thanks for making a date with us as we make sense of the world around us. I'm Michael Madimba. In our lead tonight, the Namibian government has introduced a new online system for passport and short-term employment permit applications in an effort to combat corrupt activities. Speaking at the system's launch today, Minister of Home Affairs, Immigration, Safety and Security, Dr. Albert Kawana, explained that the new system will help prevent the illegal sale of national documents to foreigners, which poses a significant national security risk. Let's hear more from the minister.
A state symbol that you are a citizen of this republic. You sell those to foreigners. It amounts to security risk. Security risk. And then once you do apply through this system online, we will be able to verify. Are you a Namibian citizen? If you are not, the system will say you are not. You are an imposter. And they will trace where did you get that false or fake document. No more corruption, no more stealing money of the state. This is an achievement.
Staying atop immigration matters. The Ministry of Home Affairs, Immigration, Safety and Security has denied accusations of giving preferential treatment to foreign nationals who have bought residential property in Walvis Bay by granting them Namibian citizenship and permits.
This follows information making rounds on social media that the ministry has introduced a policy to issue Namibian citizenship and permits to foreign nationals who have purchased residential property in the President's Link estate at Walvis Bay. The ministry's executive director, Etienne Maretz, in a media statement clarified that the ministry does not favor any particular company, nor does it endorse particular projects. The issuance of such Namibian citizenship as well as permits, he noted, is acquired in accordance with the eligibility criteria set out in the Constitution of the Republic of Namibia and relevant legislation. Foreign nationals wishing to obtain citizenship or resident status in Namibia are therefore advised to do so in terms of the Namibian Citizenship Act of 1990 and the Immigration Control Act of 1993 respectively.
Turning our attention to municipal matters. The Swakopmund municipality is taking steps to address the issue of sanitation in informal settlements by constructing 7 new sanitation centers. Let's take a closer look at this important development.
According to the municipality's spokesperson, Linda Mupupa, in a recent media communique, this is a solution while attempts are being made to provide complete access to sewer services. The main areas that experience a continuous occurrence of flooding are the Gamina Enshitaleni Multipurpose Center, Duarab Street, now Cliff Street, Olivia Haufiku Street in Mondesa, McHugh Street in the industrial area, and various pump stations throughout Swakopmund. According to Mupupa, the disruption in the function of the sewerage network and the operations of the pump stations is the result of sand, rocks and other foreign objects being deposited into the sewer network. As part of the measures for this, a new mobile sludge pump was procured, mid-block sewer lines in the Mondesa and Tamariskia suburbs relocated, and contractors appointed to attend to the maintenance of pump stations, namely the pumps, sumps, sand traps, and electronic and electrical equipment. Mupupa stated that the municipality of Swakopmund is committed to the delivery of safe, efficient, affordable services and infrastructure to all and has adopted a 5-year strategic plan to ensure key projects and decisions are implemented.
On to a developing story. The Minister of Information and Communication Technology has announced that the late Dr. Naftali Tuyoleni Hamata will be laid to rest at the Inanna Shrine this coming Saturday. Sawi Al-Siku compiled this developing story.
The renowned gynecologist died on 1st March at the age of 78 and has been accorded a state funeral for playing a pivotal role in Namibia's struggle for independence. A memorial service was set to take place at the Engala Church on Tuesday, while another will take place on Friday at the Ongwadiva Trade Fair grounds. The family will host daily evening devotions at the family home in Oshakati East from 1800 hours. During his tenure in the health sector, Hamada served as medical superintendent of the Oshakati State Hospital from 1990 to 1996 and was later promoted to the position of regional health director for the 4 northern regions. Hamata also served as special advisor to the then Minister of Health and Social Services, Dr. Richard Kamwe, immediately after his retirement in 2004.
Your top roundup is up next. Welcome to Primetime Biz, where business and economics are topical. Leading the segment, the Namibia Revenue Agency and Bank of Namibia are teaming up to introduce a new trade verification system aimed at preventing the illegal outflow of funds from Namibia. Let's take a closer look at this important development.
This was announced in a media statement by NAMRA's Chief Strategic Communications and Support Engagement, Stephen Dorokade, on Monday. The TVS, to be introduced in October this year, is aimed at reducing illicit financial outflows and will be used as a monitoring capability to reconcile the cross-border transfer of money and the movement of goods into the country. It will also serve as an electronic export monitoring tool to aid in the repatriation of export proceeds and for the detection of misclassification of export proceeds, said Dorokade. The TVS is also expected to improve the collection of taxes and levies related to import transactions, thereby reducing tax evasion. To reduce import duties and taxes as well as refund claim fraud, the system will have data against which refund claims may be verified.
Now, the city of Windhoek recently announced it will be replacing privately owned locks on meter rooms of business complexes and residential flats with locks owned by the municipality to allow for easier access. Here is Emilia Kambuta with more on the story.
The city of Windhoek, in a public notice on Tuesday, said its officials have been experiencing difficulty in accessing electricity meter rooms as the keys of the locks used especially by body corporates and managing agents are not available to them, hindering service delivery. The city of Windhoek called on all body corporate and managing agents to cooperate and grant access to its teams during the replacement of locks, as well as discussing measures to allow 24-hour access to the meter rooms. It said members of the teams will carry City of Windhoek identification cards and will be clothed in blue shirts with City of Windhoek logos and blue paints.
That concludes our top news segment for this evening. Up next, we have a roundup of the latest developments in the world of economics, followed by a comprehensive weather forecast. Welcome to Sport Planet. A Champions League football kickstarts the segment. Norwegian forward Erling Haaland has declared his goal to help Manchester City win the Champions League after scoring an impressive 5 goals against RB Leipzig, taking City into the quarterfinals with a dominant 7-0 win at the Etihad on Tuesday night. Haaland also warned that he still has room for improvement, underlining his determination to help the team finally secure Europe's elite club competition. Moving on. On Tuesday, King Mohammed VI of Morocco made an announcement regarding his country's plan to present a joint bid with Spain and Portugal to host the 2030 FIFA World Cup. In a message directed to the Confederation of African Football (CAF), the King expressed his belief that his joint bid would unite both Africa and Europe, the northern and southern Mediterranean regions, as well as the African, Arab and Euro-Mediterranean worlds. Your sports roundup is up next. And with that, we've reached the end of tonight's broadcast. Thanks for watching. Join us tomorrow for the latest updates on local, continental and global news. From myself, Michael Medimba, and the entire production team behind the curtain, it's good night.